this is a big game because it means a lot and two great programs, and there's a history to it, and so that's pretty neat. But how you go about approaching big games is the same stuff you do every day. Um, and I think when you get away from that, you get into a little bit of trouble. So, the approach should be the same. Will there be a little bit extra energy or excitement? It'll be that way for both teams, both fan bases. I mean, that's to be expected. But we just got to be about business as usual. I don't think we have to do anything different or act different or prepare differently. I think the guys know that there'll be some heightened energy around town, and there'll be some national attention, certainly a lot of local attention, and we just got to double down on the things that we do every day in our preparation. So there shouldn't be a lot to talk about. There shouldn't be a lot to prepare for that's any different than a normal game. But it'd be silly not to recognize that there's a lot more energy around this one. People always want to say, hey, well, how's it compared to the Duke Carolina game? Trying to compare either one of them is unfair to the other because they're different. But what I will say is the intensity of this game is just so unique. I honestly haven't experienced anything that I can relate to that intensity at this time in the year. Early game that every year has a certain level of intensity. I can't relate anything to that. And that's cool, right? And both programs, regardless of the outcome of the game, will be more prepared for what comes next because of that. But comparing it to it's just not fair either way. And I have such great respect for both rivalries in both games. It's our first high major game on the road, in a hostile environment. I mean, there's a lot of challenges. For us, we got to continue to grow, continue to work, and prepare. And I think we got guys that want those types of challenges. But listen, there's a lot of respect. They're a really good basketball team. They've been tested already this year. They have a great coach. So, again, all the pomp and circumstance around the game and all the excitement in the community, I love that. I'm not going to sit here and downplay. That's great, but when it comes to what really just happens day to day, it's the same as always. We know it'll be a loud environment. I've experienced it once before. For this game, it's as loud of environment as I've played in, and I felt the same way here at Fifth Third last year. I mean, when this game, you got two arenas that have great support night in, night out, and then this game it gets heightened. So I've only been to a game there when we played there. It's the only time I've been in there for a Xavier game, and it was as loud as any environment I've played in. There's no tricks to prepare for that, but the stuff you do every day, you're trying to prepare for, being in hostile environments. And by the way, this won't be the only hostile environment we're in this year. I mean, look ahead at our schedule and look at the league we're playing in. So that's been something we've emphasized from the summer, is just preparing for being in environments on the road. But this will just be the first time we've actually experienced it.